Hello everyone, Brittany Delamora here. I hope that you're having an awesome day. Today is going to be all about tattoos and tattoo removal. A question that I get asked so much is like, are you removing your tattoos? Why are you removing your tattoos? And there's just been so much curiosity around my tattoos. So I want to cover all of that for you in a video today. I got my first tattoo when I was 16 years old. I had little stars on my hips. I got in so much trouble when my mom found out about that. I was able to get them done at a tattoo shop. I lied about my age, said that I didn't have my ID, and they fell for it. So my next tattoo was at 18. I had the Britney Spears fairy, the fairy that she has on her back, but I blew it up and I put it on my lower back. I don't know that I remember the order of the rest of them perfectly, but I do remember getting I think the next one was my tribal tattoo on my neck. I had a big flower with like tribal going around my neck. Then I got a cross on my ankle with roses, which is actually, I was in the porn industry when I got all these tattoos except for when I was 16. And I asked them. I wasn't a Christian, and I was very hurt just by my upbringing and by just different things that have happened to me, like getting cheated on and statutory rape and things like that. And so I really, at that time in my life, questioned God and His existence. And so I asked them to do a broken cross with like roses around it. And the guy was like, "I'm a Catholic. I would never give somebody a broken cross. Either you get the whole cross or you get no cross." And so I thought that was pretty cool, because now that I look back, it's like, clearly that was very demonic. Out of my hurt, out of my pain, I wanted a broken cross. But like, we come to the cross as we are already broken, and the cross makes us whole in Jesus, right? So so I had that one. My next one I got was like this. There were two hearts right here with the tribal. I was copying Pamela Anderson. All my tattoos, by the way, I was copying somebody. The ankle, it was like another porn star. The cross, some ankle, some other porn star. And I'll tell you why in a minute. My next tattoo, I copied yet another porn star. These flowers on my arms, I'm still trying to get removed. And on the same day that I got this one, I got Labella really big written across my rib cage. That one's gone. And the reason why I'd got Labella, it was a copy from Lindsay Lohan, because she has Labella really small on her rib cage. So I was at a place in my life when I got my tattoos that I hated myself so much that I just wanted to be like everybody else, because I thought that if I could look like somebody else or be like somebody else, that somehow like I would feel more worthy and more valuable. And so I got all of these tattoos copying people that I admired, whether it was for their looks, for their fame, for whatever. Like, I so didn't know who I was, and I so couldn't stand the thought of myself, because you gotta like understand, growing up I heard words like, "I hate you, you're a loser," just things like that, where it's like I was so belittled as a child and a teenager that I didn't know how to love myself. I began to hate myself. And so when I came to Christ at like 25 years old, I was looking for a job, and tattoos are more acceptable now, but I just was like, I don't want to have tattoos, because I feel like I have to wear long sleeves to all my interviews, and it's really hot in San Diego. And then also because Christ started to show me who I was in Him, and I started to love Jesus so much, and I also started to love myself, because I know some people are like, "Oh, lovers of self." No, don't be so religious. You have to love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? And so how can you love anybody else if you don't love yourself? So I had to learn through Christ to also love and appreciate myself. And as I grew in that, I started to go, why did I get all these tattoos? Like, I don't even like tattoos on myself. I want all of these gone. And so that was a God story. People would say, "Oh, I like your tattoo." And I'm like, "Thanks, but I'm going to get them removed." And they're like, "Oh, really? Where are you going to get them done? How are you going to get them done?" I was like, I have no idea. I know it's really expensive. I just believe that God's going to provide. Mind you, I only was working at this job where I was making $11.25 an hour at that time. So I didn't have the money to get tattoos removed. But because I kept speaking it out, somebody remembered that conversation. And then she ended up getting connected like a year later with this nonprofit that was erasing the reminders of your past. And so they started taking all my tattoos off my body for free. What a God story. So so the reason why I was getting them removed, it wasn't because of any religious reasons other than I felt like, you know what, God created me perfectly just the way I am, and I really wanted to get those removed. Like, I don't need tattoos all over my body. I don't want these reminders of like every time I was copying somebody else, you know? I really just want to be free and I want to be myself. And the way that like my desires are that I just don't like tattoos on me. They're not something that I like. They're not something that I want on my body. And so that's why I got them removed. I get a lot of people that like, you know, I think in like they mean well and they're trying to like praise me for getting tattoos removed because, you know, the Lord has spoken. They're like, oh, it's because of religion, right? That you're getting them removed, right? Like they want me to go and condemn everybody else for getting tattoos, and like, I just won't do that. Personally, they're just not my thing. I just don't like them, and none of my tattoos were ever something that I genuinely wanted. Like I said, I literally was copying other people, and I wasn't being true to myself. And so fast forward, when I finally discover who I am, I realize that tattoos just aren't something that I like on myself. So that is my tattoo story. If you guys have any questions, comments, want to know anything about the tattoo removal process, which by the way, it hurts so bad. I found out while they were lasering them off. I asked them, how does it work? They said that what it does is it boils your blood. The laser gets your blood so hot that your blood literally boils and eats apart the ink. I was traumatized by that comment. I was like, what? You're boiling my blood? No wonder it hurts so much. So yeah, the process is so painful. It is so painful. I don't ever encourage tattoos just because I feel like, you know, we all grow, we all change. Like something that you might like when you're 21, you may not like when you're 30. Something you might like when you're 30, you may not like when you're 60, right? So personally, I'm just not for them. I don't like them on myself. If somebody else wants to get them, that's on them. And if they like that, then so be it. But I don't. So that is why I removed my tattoos. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments about the removal process or anything, go ahead and comment below and I will get back to you. Love you guys, and I'll see you next time.